Well, hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today, when you are watching this video, will be October 1st. So happy spooky season, spooky time, Halloween is coming, da da da, hug a pumpkin. So today, we are going to be doing a video on ranking my face palettes. So like, my contour palettes, my cheek palettes, all those kind of things, we're going to be ranking them from my least favorite, even though I still like them, to my absolute favorite face palettes. And I'll let you guys guess in the comment section right now what my absolute favorite face palette is, because I feel like it's a little bit obvious at this point. But today's what we're doing, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, as always, all makeup on this channel is cruelty-free, so the products that I'm mentioning in today's video, and these are my own personal opinions. If we disagree on something, that's cool, it's just makeup, it's not that serious. So, let's go ahead and get started with my least favorite face palette, which I still have made quite the use out of, but I feel like because I've had it for so long, I've really learned my undertones more, and I don't like this product as much, and I haven't used it in God knows how long. I should declutter it. But this is the Tardis Pro Glow palette. This is what mine looks like. It's kind of dirty. I don't even know. I didn't even open this up before I started filming. This is what it looks like. It has mirrors on both sides. So obviously, I've made quite an indention in here. But the reason this is my least favorite face palette is, one, I mean, like, I love the packaging. I love the magnetic closure. It's cute. But there's one cream product in here and 5 powders. So, like, I don't cream contour, but this just looks nasty because the powder from any of these will fall into this pan and make it really gross. So I'm not a fan of having one cream product in here with all of these powders, even this powder contour. And the highlight shades are not spectacular. They're fine. They're like okay if you're using them anyways. But since other highlighters have been better lately, it's just like an average palette that one shade gets really nasty even if you don't use it. So it's my least favorite face palette, but it does have like that signature Tarte smell. I really enjoy it. And I've used this quite a bit, so I feel like I've got my money's worth out of it, but it still was really expensive for like being a mess overall. Plus, I feel like if you're really cool toned, this is not the palette for you because it's a really warm tone contour color. Next up is a palette I do like, but I just have other ones I like more. So this is a Lorac Pro Contour palette. The packaging on this gets so messy and so dirty, and I'm a very clean, organized person. You guys have seen my makeup collection. Like, I don't keep my palettes and stuff dirty, but this packaging somehow gets filthy. So this is the inside. I try to keep it kind of clean, but it's like still kind of messy. The reason I like this palette is the contour colors are nice in here, but they are very warm. Even this like banana shade. When would I use this yellowy shade? Like, ever. Even this one is still kind of yellowy. I would probably use this shimmer highlight, but it's not really a highlight. Like, I can swatch it for you. This is their shimmer highlight shade. If I swatch it out on my arm or whatever, it just like, it's kind of a highlight. But it's not like super reflective or super pretty for being a shimmer highlight shade. So it's kind of underwhelming, but I do quite enjoy this contour color right here. I might mix it with a little bit of this as like a tiny bit of a baby bronzer, but it's really matte. So I love this shade, and I've used this shade to clean up underneath my jawline. But overall, the colors aren't perfect for my specific skin tone, and the packaging is really dirty, but I like it. Next up is a palette that I recently got, and I really love the quality of the products. It's just the packaging is bizarro. And this is the Big Blush Book number 3 from Tarte. I just put this in my monthly favorites, and I really enjoy the quality on the inside. I've been using it like every day since I've gotten it. I used it today and everything. I used this shade, so I mixed Kindred with Lavish, which is this shade with this shade. I mixed these two together for my blush today, and it's really subtle and pretty. But I love the quality in here. I love the Amazonian Clay blushes from Tarte. They're absolutely stunning, and this highlighter inside is pretty cute as well. It's not like amazing, but it's pretty cute. It's just this packaging is made of cardboard, styrofoamy cardboard, and it's big and bulky, and then like this is upside down compared to the words. I don't like that. So packaging just kind of ruins this for me. If it wasn't like a nice palette form with like squares and it was just like a normal palette size, that'd be cuter than this big bulky thing where all it really separated and kind of like weird. So I don't know, the quality is amazing, but the packaging is just, it's styrofoamy, it's weird. Next up is my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Platinum Ice palette. This is a highlighter palette, and the reason this is here is because I absolutely love Ice Cold and Lavender Snow in this palette. They're stunning. This is my Ice Cold, and this is the Lavender Snow one. But some of these are not the best. So this pink chill one's supposed to be more subtle. I don't know why Jeffree Star made a subtle highlight. It doesn't really fit on the brand. But this one is more subtle. This Glacier shade, along with these two, the Alien Ice and the Canary Bling, are kind of hard pan. Even if you put tape on them and do like the tape method for getting hard pan off, they're still just kind of hard. So overall, it's these 3 shades that stay really soft. This one's very subtle, so really these 2 are the ones that stay good quality for the longest. So it is a good palette. It's very beautiful. You can definitely work into the hard pan and get some pigment off, but I feel like the Jeffree Star Skin Frost, you're better off just buying one that you really love compared to buying the Space palette that's never in stock. So I don't know, but it is really cute and I have used it quite a bit. Next up is my Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani blush palette. So it's like the opposite color. The other one was black with gold, this one is white with gold, compared to her eyeshadow palette that matches this from the Bathwater music video inspired thing. This is the face palette, the cheek palette. It is really cute and I love the quality of the blushes. I think they're absolutely stunning, and all these colors I can use quite frequently. This is more of like a bronzery shade. It's a little warm, but it can definitely be used. This one's the only one that's not like a shimmery cheek color. These rest of them are very pretty. The powders stay soft, they stay beautiful. The reason this is not the top of my list is they're all very shimmery blushes, except for that one like bronzier shade. Even this one is more of a satiny blush, but it's still kind of like a very luminous blush, and you might want a more matte or subtle blush one day. You'll have to reach into something else because these are very kind of like blushes, if you know what I'm saying. But the packaging is stunning. I love Gwen Stefani, and the blush quality is absolutely fantastic. So I love these, but it's not my favorite in the world just because sometimes I want a more matte blush like the Amazonian Clay blushes. Next up is another blush palette, and this is the Honesthacia Beverly Hills Blush Kit. Some people hate this. I don't understand. This one is in Radiance, which is discontinued, but I got it at TJ Maxx for 20 bucks, and I was like, that's super expensive. I don't need a $20 blush palette. I have blush, but I'm glad I bought it. I wanted it to flip backwards. I know it's not going to. I don't know why I was doing that. But this palette is absolutely beautiful. I personally don't ever use these 2 shades. Like if I want something this kind of color, I'll reach into my Urban Decay Fetish blush. But these 2 shades I've used so many times. Like you can't even tell I've made an indention here, and I use it like once a week. And I used to use it like twice a week, but I never make an indention in here. The blushes are so beautiful. These 2 colors I mix together all the time, and I'm making absolutely no progress to hitting pan on this because it just lasts for so freaking long. And the pinky blushes are so pretty. So I love this. It's compact little blush palette compared to like another blush palette in my collection or like another highlighter palette. So it's cute, it's easy to store, and has great quality. It lasts forever. Okay, so I guess we are on to the top 2 now, and they're both contour palettes, and you already know what it is. Like, I've talked about these things so many times, like y'all know what it is. And this one is the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean face cheek palette thing. It's amazing. I don't know, it's so good. Like, I keep going to Poshmark and Mercari like, I need more backups of this. But people are selling it for crazy prices. Like the eyeshadow palette you can get cheap. You can probably get it for like 15 bucks. You want the eyeshadow palette. It's a whole palette. But this thing slides into the eyeshadow palette, and it's hard to get. So this is the cheek palette. It is absolutely adorable. The packaging on the back, like the other Lorac palettes, get gross, but it's fine. This is the Pirates of the Caribbean mirror, and then here is the palette. I should have shown you one that's not used to crap, but this is just what it is. Everything about this palette I absolutely love. Even though this is like too shimmery to be a highlight on its own with me, I can mix it into this one and make it work. These are just stunning colors. This is a contour shade. Mine's just empty. The blush is stunning. The highlighters are so pretty. Like, these are just really wearable colors. This color is a little bit dark for me to be a regular highlight, but I can mix it either to this more yellow one or this more white one, and it's absolutely stunning. So absolutely love the contour color in here, clearly, but everything else in here works so well, and I'm really happy with it. Like, I like it a lot, and this blush tone is so like muted and pretty that I love it. So yeah, I love this, and I'm gonna keep holding on to it for the end of time. Is that what this says? No, I don't know what it says on the inside. Oh, chart a course for the stars. Yes, chart a course for the stars with this palette because it's super pretty. It's probably expired, but I don't care. And top palette is number 1. This is the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette in light medium. Oh! This came in a BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm, usually you get palettes and I'm like, oh, these are kind of okay. These are cute. This one's so good, and it means you can get it on like Poshmark and Mercari and like discount apps and stuff for cheap because people might not realize how good this is. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't like, oh, this is amazing when I first unboxed it until I used it constantly, and this is like one of 4 that I've had now. So this is my most used one, clearly. This blush fell out when recording a video a couple weeks ago, but I use these 2 every day. I mix them 2 together for my contour color, so I use my F83 for my brush set with Sigma, and I use like it to contour with, and it makes a really nice contour color that is not too warm for me. Like, a lot of people said they didn't like this palette because they didn't like this big shade right here. Mix it with the contour color. It makes a beautiful sandy cool tone contour color. If you are a deeper complexion, there is a deeper option as well. A lot of people got sent the wrong one, so there's a lot of deeper ones flying around too. But these are so pretty. Even like this brightening shade, it looks pretty tan, but I could use it for an inner corner highlight and it works fine if I don't want to bring another palette or another highlighter with me. It's beautiful. It had a blush in it too, and the highlighters are really nice as well. So I absolutely love everything about this face palette other than the fact that the blush fell out. Really disappointing, but it's still really nice. And the packaging gets dirty and gross on this. There's no avoiding it. I hate that about it, but at the same time, I feel like face palettes are kind of like that now that I look at these pile of palettes. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your favorite 2 face palettes in the comments section down below, whether it's a contour palette, whether it's a highlight palette, whether it's a blush palette. I would love to know what you use a lot because I love face palettes. I love individual things too, but I feel like when there's multiple things in a palette, I can kind of mix and match things together and it's pretty cute. So thank you guys so much. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, I'd love to have you here. I gave you pumpkin. It'd be nice to give you pumpkin. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.